This is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about the GOP being the party of parents and ensuring parents have a say in their kids' education. We are going to fight for educational excellence in every single zip code in America. Your zip code should never determine the quality of your education. I would not have graduated from high school if it were not for my mother's involvement. One of the small silver linings of the pandemic is that more parents are more engaged in education than ever before. Parents have a right to know what their kids are being taught in the classroom. Teaching kids that some are oppressors is just as bad as teaching other kids that they're always going to be victims. If my mom cannot read a book in the class at the school board meeting because it's too vulgar, why in the world will we allow our kids to read it in the classroom? To fix that, we should demand that parents have access to their child's curriculum. Furthermore, we need to make sure that parents are fully equipped with the best options in the poorest areas so that their kids have access to quality education. Education is the closest thing to magic in America. The path to prosperity, self-worth, and independence is literally paved with education. We should be the party of education and never let that mantle slip through our grasp. The second blessing in my life touches upon another important pillar, economic freedom. After my sophomore year, I met a man named John Moniz. He happened to be a white guy, and that's so important in our world that seems to be more and more divided. White guy, Chick-fil-A operator, and a conservative. John saw something in me that I could not see in myself. And he started teaching me some very basic principles like having a job is a good thing, but creating jobs is a better thing. He taught me that having an income is good, but creating a profit is even better. I can still hear him say today, profits are better than wages. Now, remember, I was just a teenager, and these principles were brand spanking new to me. I worked at the movie theater right next door to John's Chick-fil-A, and he noticed one day that when I came to buy something from Chick-fil-A, I only purchased the fries. I didn't have the money to buy the sandwich. So one day, he came over to the concession stand at the movie theater and slid a Chick-fil-A sandwich across the counter. He sat down and started talking to me. He invested in me. There was no formal program, just a man trying to make a difference in the life of a kid. And he did. He too made me take responsibility for myself. He told me if I didn't like where I was in life, look in the mirror and blame yourself. He said, don't blame your mom because she's working 16 hours a day, and don't blame your dad because he's not around. He said, look in the mirror and take responsibility. If you see the problem in the mirror, you will find the promise in that same mirror. He said, if you see the obstacles, you'll find the opportunities. He told me that anyone from anywhere at any time could rise beyond their wildest imagination. His lessons took root, and I began understanding what he was teaching me. Tragically,